Shalom, everybody, and welcome to Regah Bivrit. We are here in Shorashim edition after the Pesach with the Ben Ish Chai. And I hope beyond a shadow of a doubt that you had a blessed Pesach season. Today we're in Parashat Achrei Mot, which is in the pinnacle for all of what we've read from the book of Exodus through Parashat Tzav to lead us to Achrei Mot, which is the very first Yom Kippurim celebrated and orchestrated by the Lord through his servant, the high priest Aaron. I would like to focus on a verse that repeats itself. Now, when a verse repeats itself, it's called in Hebrew kfilut. There is a reason always for repetition, but in this case is rather unique. As the Ben Ish Chai point out, it's repeating itself twice. In essence, there are two consecutive verses that repeat themselves. It says the following: Et mishpatai ta'asu ve'et chukotai tishmeru lalechet bהם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, ושמרתם את חוקותיי ואת משפטיי אשר יעשה אותם האדם, וחי בהם, אני אדוני. So here in the text, it is the Lord himself who mentioned that we're to observe the mishpat, the horizontal part of the mitzvot, and the chukim that have to do with our vertical part of the mishpat. And then he says again, ushmartem et chukotai. He repeated again, and mishpatai, although the order has been flipped. And the question is, why God repeated again? In the second part, it's mentioned, Asher Yaseh Otam Adam. You see, in the first part, the first time they are mentioned, it says Tasu, meaning to do, from the word Asiyah. But here in the second part, Yaseh Otam Adam. What the difference? They both are doing, but why the Torah added this superfluous mention of Yaseh Otam Adam, that the man should do? The Ben Ish Chai point out to something very important, and he also gives us an analogy that related to Sukkot that I think is appropriate for us to understand. He says the following: the Ben Ish Chai says, Kivun de machshava yalyona. He says that each mitzvah start, if it is to be fulfilled in its fullness, it's actually start in what is called the Elyona, in the heights, it's holy, it's spiritual. There's not such a thing as a mitzvah that is not spiritual. And he called it ruchanit v'kedosha v'teora meod. It's spiritual, it's holy. Though when you are performing any commandment, it has the potential. But he asked the question here, למה צריך האדם לטרוח לקיים רמ"ח מצוות? Why a man have to observe the 248 mitzvot that the Torah commanded us to do? Because here it says, יעשה אותם האדם. Wait, if the mitzvah is heavenly, why are we talking about the earthly? Why are we so focused about the earthly? And he explained it. He says that each mitzvah has two parts to it, what's called gufanim vegashmim, physical and spiritual. And he's giving us an analogy about the mitzvah and why God repeats this. He says, consider the lulav. Again, the lulav is the palm branch tree that we are shaking during the time of the Sukkot. He says, the lulav is a spiritual species. Why? Because it's a vertical lulav. We bless on the lulav, not on the etrog, but rather on the lulav, which is vertical, which have a connection, he says, to the heavens. Okay, it is to awaken the heavens, right? The lulav connect the earth and the heaven. What's the job of the lulav? To awaken the heaven. It's something very heavy and very spiritual. He said, why as a man should, if it's so spiritual, why should a man shake the lulav? Why should a man should look for the perfect lulav? Why does he have to go through all the shaking of the what we call the netilat lulav? He said, because the physical action is causing, and this is an important word for us today, root or awakening from above. You understand what God is saying? He's saying that the physical action that a man done below it can lead to awakening from above. So that's why we do need to do the mitzvot, not just to think them, although the essence of the mitzvah is the things that are happening in the heavens. It is important for us to remember that sometimes doing the physical is awakening, even if we don't feel like it. So do we need the intention? Yes. But the asiyah sometimes is causing an awakening for us, for our minds from above. If the asiyah is from the heart, and the essence of the mitzvah is here, is in the intellect, somehow doing, just simply doing, causing the heart to go up to the head and to awaken the things from above. What is a wonderful things for us. It says it is very dangerous to be stuck only on the mind. He is explained to us. Therefore, there was called the sha'nanuim, the shaking, the physical things from below are equally critical for these days. So let us make sure that we do things below in order to do things from above, to shaking things from above. When we're shaking things from below, things will be shaken from above. And that's why God said, as Nike said, just do it. Do it below. And the above, well, you will shake the things from above. God bless you. This is Ben Ishchai for Remot. I'll see you next week.